Good afternoon, students. Today I, Payal Parikh, am back with another series of Let's Make Commerce Easy. Today's topic or today's thing is I've taken it from module 4 and the topic is leadership. So let's understand this in detail. Leadership, as per George Terry, he has defined leadership is the activity of influencing people to strive willingly for group objectives. The best example for this is our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who has really striven so hard to attain or to make India at one of the top levels, and all of us are really amazed at his management strategies. Now, today in most of the offices, leadership plays a very important role. Not all, or not you, me, or not everyone can be good leaders, but we can at least strive to be there. So let's understand leadership with respect to nature and characteristics. So what are the ideal characteristics or nature of or features of leadership? The first one is presence of followers. You will be a very good leader only when there are a lot of followers who will abide by you, who will respect you, who understands you, as well as who understands the objectives what you have set. So the first uh, characteristic of leadership is presence of followers. The second characteristic is common interest. That means there has to be common interest not only for the leader but also for the group. The interest of the leader and that of his followers must match. Like, for example, if it's a religious firm, so even the followers of that religion have to have full faith on the leader who's preaching, and both of them have the common interest of spreading awareness about that religion. So this is a very good example of common interest. The third nature is willing cooperation. That means, see, the leader should influence his followers and secure willing cooperation from them. A good leader would never force his subordinates. A good leader would never fall his subordinates, and he should influence his followers and secure willing cooperation from them. That means while he is doing, see, you can only be a leader when there are many followers who respect you, and the cooperation from them in terms of that, okay, to spread this religion, or to have lots of activities rolling, you require cooperation from the followers too. Now, the fourth point we are doing is discipline. A good leader sets a good example for his followers. Maybe people, whatever he's writing, they might be following or not following, but they judge, you know, things based on the way he himself is. So therefore, a good leader needs to be disciplined. Discipline here means committed as well as dedicated. That is discipline. The fifth point I have is dynamic process. Now, leadership is dynamic. Like, you are really very pleased with the personality. So it is not enough to influence the followers only once. It is continuous process. So the dynamism has to stay. Whatever the leader says, the all the people, all the followers will have to follow it. And that is why it is a dynamic process. It's not one time process. Sixth point is active participation. There must be a working relation, between the leader and followers. The leader not only needs to secure active participation of his followers, but also needs to take active part in the activities of the group. Like, for example, if the group says that, okay, go to various NGOs, so you also will have to go as a follower. Always the leader is not going to go everywhere. Then seventh one is superior knowledge and skills. See, he's a leader because he has little more skills or little more knowledge than you. Otherwise, the followers may not respect and obey the leader. There is some spark within the leader which is making, or which is giving him some superior knowledge. And that is why those skills are little different. The eighth point we have is goal oriented. So leadership is goal oriented. The purpose of leadership is to achieve some desired goals. It does not make any sense, to be a leader of a group with or without any purpose to achieve. So there has to be a goal. Like you cannot just become a leader just for fun's sake. You have to have a goal and there has to be some motive for you all to go ahead with. The ninth point we have is leadership styles. Like every leader would have different leadership styles. This topic we're doing in detail in the next answer. But leadership style, for example, could be autocratic. Like, for example, he has like full of authority. You have to do this. That's one of the styles of leadership, and that is autocratic. The 10th point is continuous process. We are done was dynamic, that that person has to be dynamic all the time. But all the time means continuously. So it is a dynamic process as well as continuous process. So it is an ongoing activity of influencing subordinates or followers to achieve group objectives. We are doing functions of leadership, and let's understand every function in detail. The first function is goal setting. Now, today, if you see, the leaders as well as the subordinates needs to have goals together, because where they want that entire organization to go or those set of people to achieve. So goal setting is a very important function of leadership. The second function is developing morale. Okay. See, the morale has to be good or high spirit, so that both of them, matlab the leader as well as the group, will be able to achieve it. So morale plays a very important role to attain leadership. Securing willing participation. See, securing willing participation, a good leader is never going to force things. He's going to make sure that the subordinates come together and they both, achieve together to have willing participation in activities and a lot of errands that the group goal wants to achieve, like the entire set of people want to achieve. The fourth point is very important, that is motivate the subordinates. See, a leader has to keep on motivating the subordinates that yes, we want to achieve. Now, for example, if there is a mountaineering camp, and the main leader who has organized this, and people, a lot of first time hikers or a lot of people who come first time, he'll have to keep motivating them that yes, our goal is to reach that mountain, to reach that peak or whatever peak is there. So motivation plays a very important role. The fifth point we have is organizes resources. So a leader has to organize resources. Sometimes it could be for the mountaineering camp, water or little food, or whether tents will be there. So this is one example wherein the leader has to organize resources for all the subordinates, or they have to inform little in advance so that the resources from every individual's end are together. The sixth point that we have is encourages initiatives. Now, the leader always have to make sure that the subordinates come with initiative. Now, for example, he has to provide that the subordinates have good expressive ideas or freedom to talk to, so that the group goals are achieved. The seventh point we have is developing team spirit. What is team spirit? Had we had done before. Team spirit is okay. Yes, we can do it. We all can do it. Okay, let Anu focus on the marketing aspect. Let Mohit focus on the finance aspect, and we all will achieve our company goals. So that is known as developing team spirit. The eighth point we have is representation. See, when I'm saying my leader, okay, and we all vote for him, so the leader is representing the entire group who likes him, and both of them want that name to flourish. So, see, since 100 people cannot go at one place, the leader is a representation. मतलब वो पूरे organization को represent करता है, इसके लिए that comes under representation. The ninth point is creating confidence. A good leader creates confidence in his subordinates. Like he motivates them to accept, face challenge, okay, how you will achieve. Yes, you can do it. It's very important. So a good leader will create confidence to his subordinates. The 10th point I have is providing direction. एक राह दिखाता है कि आप ऐसा करो या ऐसा नहीं करो. So a good leader gives a very good part to the subordinates. They can walk on the subordinates and achieve their goals.